Richmond traffic. Alright, I'm at 53 minutes. That means I have about 37 minutes to get back. I say that because I only brought $600, which gets you an hour and a half, 1.5. I had like a $15 credit from my flight last Saturday, so I don't like going over owing money.
Less than 11.
Definitely want to fly faster here on the tailwind.
33 Richmond.
Richmond Air traffic, helicopter 200, Hotel 2 miles to the southeast, 2,000 feet, transitioning east, Richmond traffic. It's actually gotten a little bit chilly in here since I have the sun in my back now. I've actually turned the heater on.
Richmond traffic, this is Luscombe 1170 Kilo. Rodney or Dustin in the office?
Going like 95. I only have 19 inches of manifold pressure in right now. I come right about on azimuth. And I'm going to preset the radio 12300, which is Middletown. Then you can hit the red button here in the cyclic, switch it over. I'm at about 57 minutes right now. Aircraft have this thing called a Hobbs meter. Pretty much same type of meter you have like on old tractors or bulldozers and backhoes, stuff like that. And most aircraft, the Hobbs meter starts clicking over as soon as you crank the engine. And before you can get airborne, you have to let the engine warm up. If you didn't, you'd probably be at great risk of having an engine failure because the engine's not warmed up.
Give me just 1 minute here and I'll get out of your way. My hangar's right behind you.
And that's never a good day to have an engine failure.
Yep, I know.
Plane or helicopter.
Give me 1 minute, I'll get started and get it out of your way. Yeah, no problem. Take your time.
This is that lake. The dam is down there. That's pretty cool because like on the sectional map on my iPad mini, the lake is shaped exactly like it is. Or a pretty close facsimile. So that if you're just looking at a map, you would definitely know that that is the lake you're looking at. Whoa, a little turbulence there. Doesn't look like my map is moving. There it is. I'm far enough away, I'm going to switch over to Middletown. And again, like the ground's dropping away a little bit. There's that fire tower I mentioned on the way up at that park. And again, I'm just presuming that's what it is, I don't know. Out here in the country, they could be like an expensive deer hunting stand. Oh man. I can see AK steel from here. A lot of days you'll see steam coming out of the smokestacks, and some of the smokestacks literally have like a 15-20 foot flame shooting out the top of them. You can even see it at night. There's that trailer park. Some kind of a farm here with a blue road tractor pulling out. Yeah, it definitely seems like the helicopter doesn't like the tailwind as much. My strategy for coming back into Warren County, because of the direction of the wind, I'm going to approach from the east to the Compass Rose. And that way, when I'm hover taxiing back in from the Compass Rose, I should mostly still be into the wind. It makes hover taxiing more challenging when you have a crosswind or tailwind. In the past, I've shot the approach to the midfield, and that was fine for the approach, but in the hover taxi in, then I had a right bordering wind. I guess the more experience you get, you know, or you kind of make little minor mistakes like that. So one day it was pretty windy, and the approach was great. You know, I was like directly into the wind, heading to the midfield, but I had to really dance on the pedals during the hover taxi, and it, you know, it was more work than it should have been, more challenging. Matt and TJ joke around that helicopter pilots are lazy. Obviously, that's not a true statement, but they say it jokingly. We used to say in the Army, work smarter, not harder, so I like that analogy better. So in the spirit of working smarter and not harder, depending on what the winds are looking like, when I get back into the pattern there at India 68, I will most likely make a direct approach into the wind to the compass rose. Unless there's knuckleheads walking on the runway, then I'll do direct approach into the wind, the big fat #1 on the runway. There's like a few other little lakes there. 2 big ones and then 2 smaller ones. Guess that's sort of like some sort of park. I was in the Army out in Kansas. Speaking of lakes, crazy thing was, they claimed there were no natural lakes out there. They were all dug out by the Army Corps of Engineers. And they claim that there's not really a lot of natural lakes in Missouri either. Some, but not many. And apparently a lot of the lakes were created by the glaciers. Of course, up north of Missouri and Kansas, you have Minnesota, which nickname for Minnesota is Land of 1,000 Lakes. So apparently they had thousands of glaciers that...
Traffic, RB 126 Romeo Victor is about 10 miles east of field, 3,500, descending inbound, landing Greenwood.
Cut out a bunch of lakes in Minnesota. Minnesota, eh? Stuff like that would scare passenger. Middletown traffic, helicopter 20 Hotel is 5 miles to the north, 1,500. Be flying over midfield, transitioning southeast. Middletown traffic.
West traffic, Cessna 733 Golf Lima. We're about 2 miles to the northeast of the airport. West traffic.
Middletown traffic, helicopter 20 Hotel, 3 miles to the northwest, 1,600 would be flying over midfield, Middletown traffic.
West traffic, sky off, 3 Golf Lima, entering crosswind for runway 1, Cincinnati West traffic.
Traffic, RB 126 Romeo Victor is about 5 miles east of field, 2,500, descending inbound for landing.
That guy's calling Cincinnati West. That's a little bitty airport. Middletown traffic, helicopter 20 Hotel, 1 mile to the northwest will be flying over midfield, transitioning southeast, Middletown traffic. I'm at 1 hour and 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes, so I should be getting back right about on time. Ground traffic, helicopter 200 Echo Hotel, flying over midfield 1,600, transitioning southeast Middletown traffic.
West traffic, Cessna 3 Golf Lima on base for runway 1, Cincinnati West traffic.
They have runway 5 and runway 23. And yeah, like the FBO there looks really nice. It's a brand new blacktop all on the taxiway. I mean, it's a nice little airport. They have like a little park there right next to it. See a Learjet, a couple Cessnas. Middletown traffic, helicopter 200 Hotel, flying over midfield 1,600, transitioning southeast Middletown traffic.
Cincinnati West Sundowner 23830, 8 miles north of the airport, inbound for runway 1, Cincinnati West.
Alright, I'm going to switch over to 120.55 on my standby channel. That way, once I get clear of the big antenna again, clear of Middletown. Middletown traffic, helicopter 200 Hotel, 1 mile to the southeast, 1,600, transitioning southeast.
Cincinnati West traffic, Cessna 3 Golf Lima on crosswind for runway 1, Cincinnati West traffic.
There's a little bit of steam coming from over there, AK Steel. Alright. I don't know with that little camera if you can see it, but there's a bunch of white dots out there. That's like a massive fuel farm, real close to Warren County Airport. And let's switch to the AWAS.
1000, temperature 11 Celsius, dew point -5, altimeter 2980.
Right-hand traffic, runway 1, left-hand traffic, runway 19.
Warren County Airport, John Lane Field, automated weather observation 2056 Zulu, weather, wind 300 at 12, gust 16, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature.
Yeah, the winds are still from a 300-degree azimuth, so I have a little bit of time, about 1 minute and 11 seconds.
Cincinnati West traffic, Cessna 3 Golf Lima on base for runway 1, Cincinnati West traffic.
Alright, 123.07. County traffic, helicopter 200 Echo Hotel, 5 miles to the west, 1,500, be flying over midfield, Warren County. Yep, I'm earning my money right now. I'm getting beat up by the wind pretty good. The little helicopter does not like tailwind. Alright, I'm going to have to take out some power to get this puppy slowed down. Might be easier said than done. Girl, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Warren County traffic, helicopter 200 Echo Hotel, 2 miles to the west, 1,400, flying over midfield, Warren County. Alright, let's hold 1,400, let's get it down to 60 miles per hour. Yes, I said miles per hour. Enstrom helicopter is the only helicopter I'm aware of that has an airspeed indicator in miles per hour instead of knots. Turn this heat off a little bit. Once I turn in the sun, I'm going to be burning up on my approach. Alright, I don't see anybody down there messing around, doing an engine run up or anything around the compass rose. Warren County traffic, helicopter 200 Hotel, flying over midfield 1,400.